Western Conference over or under NBA 2026 season. The Utah Jazz 18 and a half over or under on the Utah Jazz. Last year, what did they do last year? Let's see. Let's look at the record. They went 17 and 65 last year. What do you got for them?
I got him over, man. I got him over. I think that's yeah. I got him over. I like Mark Cannon. Kessler's good. They got Ace Bailey. He's immediately going to start.
Yeah.
I think just with him, they can win two or three more games than
Okay.
last year. There you go. Yeah, they got Keontae George, and then I think it was Niang, right, that started last year. So Ace Bailey's taking his spot. I mean, I think they go over. They got Filipowski, they got Nurkic, and they got Mikhailuk, and he's all right too. So I mean, they got a pretty good bench, I guess you could say. I can see them winning 20.
This is tough because it's not even about the talent. It's about this team tanking. I'm going to say over as well. 18 and a half is just really low. They won 17 and a half last year. They didn't have Ace Bailey. They sat Laurie Marketing in a ton of games. They didn't have Walter Clayton Jr. last year. Again, they sought Laurie Marketing a lot of games. They sat him a lot of games. So, yeah, I'm going to go with over on that as well. The New Orleans Pelicans, over or under 29 and a half wins.
I'm gonna go under.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go under, man. I just can't trust Zion. I feel like he's gonna get. He's already day to day with whatever he's dealing with. Jordan Poole, he hasn't been the same since the Warriors, so I don't know what I'm gonna get. They got Jeremiah Fierce. I mean, we'll see how he does. I actually liked them in the draft. Um, they got Missy at center. I don't know who that is.
Decent. He was. You was talking
Uh,
about gambling with the Eastern Conference teams with old
He was
boy from
nice.
I forgot what team you said. Yeah, yeah. Macy was really balling. He was actually like a sneaky like rookie of the year candidate last year.
Just looking at them, I think if Zion Williamson misses half the games, which it seems like he always does every
Every
year,
year.
I think they'll win like in the teens. Uh, I
Wow.
mean, I don't know how they improved from last year, man. I don't
I
know.
can't say teams with 29 and a half. I will say under, but I'll say like 28, 29 wins. Like
Yeah,
under
that's fair.
20. If it's 29 and a half, they're going to be at 29. I
Yeah,
don't know how DeJounte Murray is going to come back from the Achilles tear. Jeremiah Fears, he's a rookie. Like, Zion
yeah.
Williamson, he's missing. He's going to miss time. I think Trey Murphy came from a season-ending injury last year, too. I think he tore his labrum, I think. I'm not sure. Herb Jones had an injury last season. Kevin Looney is old as hell. I like some of the I like their team. They do have some solid pieces. It's just I don't really know like what to expect from this team. Not with this roster, not with Zion. You can't trust them. So yeah, I'm gonna go under on that, but like 28, 29. I can't go to the teens. The next on the list is the Phoenix Suns at 31 and a half. Over or under on the Phoenix Suns 31 and a half.
I'm gonna go over.
Okay.
Fuck it. I'm gonna go over, man. I
Okay.
like Jalen Green. He's gonna start. He's gonna get massive minutes. Grayson Allen backing him up, Duke boy. Devin Booker, I believe he's going to be playing point, or that's what it says here. He's going to be playing point, so that'll be fun to watch. See how he does because he's a score first guy. But so is Jalen. So you got two guards out there that are score first. Mark Williams, he's good. I wish the Lakers got him. Don't know what happened there, but he's a solid big. And you got Dylan Brooks. You know what to
Dylan
expect.
Brooks.
He's
Solid.
gonna he's gonna guard the best player every game. He's gonna be in their ear. He's gonna try to get in their head.
Royce
And you got
O'Neal.
Royce O'Neal, who I think he's good. I really do think
He's
he's
good.
good.
He's good.
So I got him. I got him. What was the over under?
It was 31 and a half.
I got him over. I got him over.
This is another team. I'm gonna go under, but like 31 and like 31. Okay, like possibly 32, but just because we have to stick to something, I'm gonna say they go under 31. I think the West is just tough this year.
It
Dylan
is.
Brooks, like you said, Monte Morris, he could score the ball. They really do have a solid roster. I say something about Jalen Green running point guard or like having a lot of like on ball responsibilities, bro. I do not trust Jalen Green with the ball. I saw it all last season. He would get picked off, have the most live ball turnovers. Like it just was so annoying when I watched it, like game after game after game after game. I literally made a video after every single game on my other channel about like just Jalen Green just pissing me off with the live ball turnovers after every single game. So I'm gonna go under, but just like 30 wins. Like that's as respectable as I can go because you got to also
I'm
account for maybe somebody get injured.
I'm gonna say this about Jalen Green,
Go
man.
ahead.
I think he had a tough time last year because expectations were great because of how they played as a team, not him specifically, but
Mm,
as a team. And I think maybe the lights were too bright for him, maybe.
mm.
But I think going into this situation where the Phoenix Suns don't really have great expectations, I think he could play more free. So I hope to see him grow and improve to what he should be, to what he should be.
I feel it. I feel it. I'm gonna go do the Blazers. I think the Blazers are next. Yeah, the Blazers 33 and a half are the is projected wins. I'm gonna go over. I think the Blazers are gonna surprise a lot of people. I think that they're gonna be a play-in team next year. I really do feel that way. Damian Lillard doesn't count. I'm gonna X him out because we all know he's not playing this year. Denny Advija, I used to know how to say his last name. I just butchered it, but I like him. Hansen Yang, I like him a lot. I like his size. I like what he brings to the table. They also have Donovan Clingan going into year 2. Scoot Henderson is going into year 3, I believe, as a guard, or year 4. I think he's going to year 3 as a guard. Drew Holiday is going to rub off on him with the wins. Shaden Sharp is a stud. Jeremy Grant is still there. Robert Williams III is just injury prone. You can't even really count on
Yeah.
him at this point. It sucks, honestly, that he played on that meniscus that he did. He shouldn't have. Matisse Thybulle is there. He can defend the hell out of the ball. Chris Murray, he's still young. You don't really know when he's going to pop off, if he's ever going to pop off. I think that this team is going to be one of those teams that just sneaks up on people. I think like when you talk about the Suns, one of the reasons why I went like under on them is because like I think the Blazers are going to get wins. I think the Blazers are going to get wins against the Kings. Like I think the Blazers are going to surprise a lot of people next year. But what about you? You got them over or
I'm
under 33 and a half?
I'm over also, man. I'm with you. I mean, they got Caleb Love and they got Hanson. I mean, I think they were solid pickups in the draft. I think they're going to do great. Kamara, he's pretty good. Klingon, he's pretty good. Shaden Sharp, he can do his thing. I watched a couple games of theirs. I mean, they're actually they're fun to watch because they're young, and then you just inject Drew Holiday, right? So I think they're gonna go over too. He can sort of mentor Scoot. I think that's what Scoot needs is a veteran to sort of guide him, and then he could take the reins. And I think this is the perfect situation with him where he could come off the bench and really learn from Drew, a two-way player for real, a two-way
Yeah.
player.
The Sacramento Kings, 35 and a half projected wins. Listen, I might surprise you with this. I'm going under. DeRozan, I mean, DeRozan is a good player. Levine is a good player. Sabonis is a good player. Malik Monk is a good player. But we saw DeRozan and Levine in Chicago. In the
Yep.
East, they're not going to do shit. Sabonis is obviously better than Vucevic. Malik Monk is solid. He's better than Kobe White, I would say, or at least they're at the same level at this point in their career. Keegan Murray is kind of like Jabari Smith Jr. He really hasn't shown anything to live up to his draft status. I do like the pickup of Dennis Schroeder. I think he's like an excellent floor general. Everybody talking about how point guards are dying off. Watch Dennis Schroeder. He's solid. But yeah, I'm just not impressed with this team at all. I don't think that they're going to be able to compete in the Western Conference. What about you? What you say?
I'm gonna go
35 and a
under.
half.
I'm gonna go under two, man. I'm gonna go under two. Yeah, that team is synonymous for underperforming.
Yeah,
I don't care who they have.
yeah.
I don't think they're cursed, man. I'm with you there. I got nothing else to say. I love DeRozan. I love the way he plays. I love the way Levine plays, but they're sort of on the tail end. And you're right, man. They were in the prime, in their prime with Chicago, and they couldn't get over the hump. Um, so yeah, I'm with
Okay, cool. I'm glad we're on the same page. We got to start disagreeing at some point, though.
you.
So next we got the Dallas Mavericks. They're 40 and a half wins. Are you over or under on the Dallas Mavericks?
Damn, that this is gonna be the hardest one for me.
Okay.
Um, you know what, man? I'm gonna go 40 and a half, huh? I'm gonna go over. Um, I'm not a fan of Russell. I'm not a fan of Russell, but I counter that with Davis and Flag. I think Flag is gonna live up to that number one pick. I think he's gonna be rookie of the year. He's super fucking strong. He's smart with the basketball. If anybody watched him in Duke, he can play the whole game at 100%. He's athletic as shit. He's gonna get you steals, blocks, boards, and he could get to the bucket. by himself. Yeah, I think they'll go over, man. I don't want to say it because I don't like Russell at all. I think the point guard position, they're sort of cooked there. Klay Thompson's old. He can't really defend like he could. But just off the strength and muscle of Flagg and Davis, man, I like them both together. I think that they can do great things. I think they're one piece away from being a top three in the West, man.
Wow. Okay. Good shit, bro. Good shit. I'm gonna go under though. I'm gonna go under. I have no faith in Anthony Davis as a leader, as a number one option. I just don't. I don't believe in him as a MVP candidate, as somebody that could put the team on his back, even with the Cooper Flag there, even with the D'Angelo Russell there, even with a Klay Thompson there. Kyrie Irving is hurt. He tore his ACL. He's alluded to the fact that he's not going to rush his rehab. He's not going to rush the process. I do like the pieces that they have. Derek Lively Jr., Daniel Gafford, Max Christie, Brandon Williams. How can you not like this team? Najee Marshall,
Yep.
Caleb Martin. Like, I like this team. Jaden Hardy. Like, this is a good team. PJ Washington. I really enjoy this team. But like, I just, when it comes down to the regular season and the grind, you're already talking about Anthony Davis, who, in my opinion, is just not a great leader individually. He's not a good floor raiser, and he's injury prone, and he's north of 30 years old. So I don't,
Yeah.
and he already had like an eye surgery or something already in off season. So like, I don't trust him. I don't think, as good as Cooper Flag may be as a rookie, I don't think he's ready. This is the Western Conference, brother. You're going to have to see Wemby. You're going to have to see Amen Thompson. You're going to have to see Kevin Durant. You're going to have to see Jimmy Butler. You're going to have to see LeBron and Luka. Like, you're going to have to see these dudes. Anthony Edwards. So I just don't, on a nightly basis, it's cool when it's at Duke, but in NBA, it's a different story. That's all I'm going to say. But next we have the Memphis Grizzlies, who are at 40 and a half. What do you have the Grizzlies doing there?
Ooh, the Grizzlies. Man, I can see them. I can see them going. You said 40 and a half.
40 and a half. Yes, sir.
I can see them going over. I think Morant will play will stay healthy, play the whole time. Jaren Jackson, he's great on defense.
Yeah.
He can shoot now a little bit. They got KCP. I like KCP. Out of that, it's, you know what? I'm gonna go under. Actually, I'm gonna switch it. Outside of those two or those three, they don't really have anybody that can push them over that hump, man. So yeah, I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna go under.
I'm going to surprise you here. I'm going to go over. I think that they're going to win about 44 to 45 games. Zach Edey is a stud. Jalen Wells was another one of those guys that was a sneaky rookie of the year candidate. He's a really good defender. On a playoff team, he was starting, I think, like all season. They get Gigi Jackson Jr. back. He was hurt last year. Obviously, they have the superstar in John Morant. They have the all-star DPOY, former DPOY, and Jaren Jackson Jr. Santi Aldama is a solid pick. Scottie Pippen Jr. is a great utility piece off the bench. Ty Jerome, we know what he did for Cleveland last year off the bench. Now you have him backing up John Morant. So when John Morant misses those 12 to 15 games, Ty Jerome can run the show. Ty Jerome can run the show. And they got Brandon Clark still, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. They picked up Jock Landale, who can't really provide much, but he can play. Vince Williams Jr., he's pretty good, but I don't know if, you can rely on him to play a lot of minutes. But I'm going to go over. I think that they're going to surprise a lot of people. I think a lot of people writing them off. They might not win shit in the playoffs. They might not do anything noteworthy in the playoffs. But I do believe that for the regular season, with John Morant especially, that they can get over 40 and a half wins. Next, we have the San Antonio Spurs that are 43 and a half projected win total. Are you over or are you under on the San Antonio Spurs?
Yeah, I got him over. Darren Fox, he could run the show. They got Dylan Harper, who arguably I think is the second best in the draft. They got Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Stephon Castle. I mean, they got a bunch of young guys, but these are young guys that are fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, these guys are good. And you got Harrison Barnes. He'll do what he does. He's a great, like, all around player. Defense can get you some buckets here and there. And you got Wemby. Wemby's on the cusp of being a yearly MVP candidate if they can just win. If they can just win.
I'm over 43-2. I think this team will be 47, 48 wins, pushing 50. My only issue with the roster is Stephen Castle, point guard, Dylan Harper, point guard, De'Aaron Fox, point guard, Devin Vassell, point guard. But I think that Devin Vassell, he has a tradable contract. I don't know if he finishes the season with San Antonio, depending on how they play. Stephen Castle, I don't know how if he is going to still be a Spur. I don't know. I know he won Rookie of the Year. I get it. Spurs fans love him. But when you're talking about guards, like,
They got a lot of trade pieces, man. They could,
they got
I mean,
pieces.
they
They got
can
pieces.
move Castle for someone
Yep.
not big but big enough.
But I mean, Castle. Only problem with the Castle would be his contract. In order to get somebody big enough, even like a solid role player, like the money would have to
Yeah,
match. So that's why I said Devin Vassell kind of would probably have to be involved because of his contract, or Harrison Barnes. They do have a solid roster. I do think Wembanyama is going to take another step this year to improving. I have them over 43.5. Next is Golden State. We got them at 45.5 projected wins. Do you have them over or under 45.5?
I got them under. I think this is where Curry sort of doesn't play at his level anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Buddy Hield, I don't know what you're going to get night in, night out. Butler's going to do his thing, but you got Draymond Green starting as center. So I got them. I got them under, man. I think this is the year where reality sinks in that hey, like it's time to rebuild.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking at like, I mean, the Kaminga drama. Steph Curry is another year older. Although I don't know if he'll fall off like how you think he'll fall off. Maybe he does. I don't know. I think Jimmy Butler will fall off faster than Steph Curry, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
Draymond Green, like you said, he's playing center. That's crazy. Buddy Hield, he's a one trick pony. Brandon Podziemski is fine. Pat Spencer, I gained a lot of respect for that dude. I gained a lot of respect for Pat Spencer. Dude's All American lacrosse player, came to the NBA. Like, what? Like, I respect him. Moses Moody, they still got him. Quentin Post is solid. He's, I guess. Tracy Jackson Davis will be getting a lot more burn this year at center, probably to alleviate Draymond Green. But to get to the nitty gritty, I got them under 45 as well. I do. I got
yeah,
them like at 43, 44 wins. I think that just going to be teams better than them. I just think that the younger teams are coming. They're going to get better. They're going to get harder to defeat. Even if you win, you're not going to come out there without no black eye and a broken nose. So, I
yeah.
think that it's just going to be tough. Next on the docket, we got the Los Angeles Clippers, 49.5 projected win total. Are you going over or under on that?
I got them. Man, I got them over. Fuck
Yeah.
it. I like Kawhi Leonard, Beal. There's not going to be a lot of pressure on him now. You got John
Yep.
Collins, Beal, and Harden, so he
Mm-hmm.
he can play free. Zubac, Brooke Lopez. You got Batum still, Derek Jones Jr., Chris Dunn, CP3, Bogdanovich. I still think Bogdanovich is great. He can still get buckets. So yeah, I got him. I got him over, man.
Yeah, 49.5 is, yeah, smash that over, y'all. The James Harden by
Easy.
himself is an engine. Kawhi missed like 60 fucking games last year, or 58 games. James Harden still led that team to 50 wins in the Western Conference at age 34, 35 years old, about to be 36 years old this month. Like, then they add Chris Paul to help alleviate James Harden's playmaking
Yep.
abilities. Then they got Bradley Beal to help with the scoring punch, whether that's off the bench in the starting lineup. You got Zubac, who just came off of a season where he was All NBA or maybe All NBA caliber. They got Brooke Lopez. I know you down on him, but as a reserve. I'm looking John Collins. That's the live threat that you need. And then what I liked about the Clippers, they also have Derrick Jones Jr.
Yeah.
But what I like about the Clippers is they got Zubac, who can play in the paint, and you could play Lopez, who can shoot the three, and you could play them together and then not destroy your spacing. They have John Collins, who you could play with Brook Lopez, or you could play with Zubac, and that does not destroy your spacing. So they could continue to keep guys at 6'10" and above out there and always have length, size, athleticism, strength, rebound, and defense, rim protection, and not have to sacrifice their spacing to get it. So I like the
Yeah.
Clippers. I think they're definitely over 49.5 as well. The Los Angeles Lakers, 48.5. We should have got to them before we got to the Clippers. What do you have the Los Angeles Lakers, over or under 48.5?
That's my team, man. That's my
Yeah.
team. I think they go over. I think they win 49-50 again. Um, man, they got Marcus Smart. I'm biased toward him. That's who I actually wanted them to draft over Lonzo Ball. That's who I wish they drafted. If they wanted a point guard so bad, Marcus Smart, to get his ass right. I think. Well, he wasn't the same year. I think it was the year before,
Oh
right?
yeah, Marcus Smart was like
2 years
17 and
before,
18.
and I forgot who they drafted over him, man. But I was
They
like,
drafted
Russell. What was it,
yeah,
Russell?
Russell. They drafted Russell before Lonzo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I wanted Smart, man. That team could have done something with Smart. But yeah, they got Smart, they got Reeves, Doncic, of course, All Star, uh, superstar.
Superstar.
LeBron James. I mean, he's older, but he did.
Still
I
solid.
mean, dog, the numbers speak for themselves, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I really like Aiton. I think this is now or never for him. He's been labeled as a bust. He's been labeled as someone that just can't, a diva. And I think with James on the team, Doncic on the team, he's gonna fall in line. He's
Yeah.
gonna fall in line. I think he's gonna do great.
I got them over as well, 48 and a half. I got them about 49, 50 wins, exactly kind of like what they did last year. Not because of like any indictment on the roster. I just think the West got tougher. LeBron,
Yeah.
All NBA, Luka Doncic, All NBA, DeAndre Ayton, brother, you're going from Alex Lynn and Jackson Hayes to DeAndre Ayton, who is the number one overall pick. It's like he is going to play pick and roll to death. It is going to be annoying. And he does not just a pick and roll player. If you cut off that pick and roll, he can pull up from 12 to 14 feet and hit a
Oh
fadeaway
yeah.
jumper. You can give him the ball in the post and he can hit a fadeaway turnaround. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They got Rui Hachimura. They got Marcus Smart, who's a little older, but yeah, they still got Dalton Connect. Jake LaRavia, he's solid, bro. You're gonna love Jake LaRavia. He is solid. Austin Reeves looking for a new contract. Still got Jared Vanderbilt. Still got V.A. Vincent. This team is gonna be really, really good. Yeah. So I got him over. We both got him over.
Yep.
Again, I did mess up on there, but it's all good. Excuse me, y'all. Minnesota Timberwolves projected win total 49 and a half. Do you got them over or do you have them under?
Oh man, the Timberwolves. I'll go under by
Yeah.
a couple games. Just by a couple games, man. I think they're a great team.
Mm-hmm.
They did really well last year, but I'll just go under. I mean, it's a toss up, but I'm just gonna say under.
I agree with you, bro. I think they're going to be under that 49 and a half threshold. Last season, what were they last season? 49 exactly. Yeah, I think they're going to go under. They might end up with just 49 literally again. Julius Randle, Anthony Edwards, solid players, really good core. Rudy Gobert, Dante DiVincenzo, Jaden McDaniels, Nas Reed, like Mike Conley. I ain't got to go through the list, but I want to see what they're gonna get for Rob Dillingham. I want to see if Terrence Shannon
Yeah.
Jr. can build off of what he did, what he showed in the playoffs. I want to see if Bones Holland can revamp his career and revamp his reputation in the league. But other than that, I think this is a really, really top heavy team. This is a second apron team. They don't have a lot. They lost to kill Alexander Walker to the Atlanta Hawks. So yeah,
Yep.
I don't think that this team is going to do anything this year. I do think they're going to be respectable. I just don't think that they're going to do anything significant. Next we have the Denver Nuggets, 53 and a half projected wins. Do you have them over or under?
Under.
Okay.
They had 50 last year. I don't see how they would be able to win three more. Um,
Yeah. Okay. Under. I'm gonna give a little bit more. I think that them trading Michael Porter Jr. alleviating some cap pressure so they can get Cam Johnson, so they can get Bruce Brown back, and I think they picked up another piece. Tim Hardaway Jr. That was a good piece. Jonas Valanciunas. They really picked up one thing that Denver lacks is like when Jokic is off the floor, they just tank. Bruce Brown provides another ball handler. He could kind of alleviate Jamal Murray from being on the ball so much. That's who they really missed, honestly. Him. When they won a championship, Bruce Brown was an instrumental piece to that championship. He was instrumental. And when they
oh
lost
yeah,
him
yeah,
to Indiana or Toronto, I can't remember. When they lost him, it was a big blow, huge blow. So I like what they do, and what I like about the moves that they've made is it pushes Christian Brown down the depth chart just a little bit. It pushes Peyton Watson down the depth chart just a little bit. So now you're not relying on them as much to do things. Now they can play more of a defined role that is catered to their strengths rather than saying, hey, Christian Brown, we need you to score 15. Hey, Peyton Watson, now we need you to hit 4 to 5 threes. Like now he ain't got to do that. Now you got more talent in there. So all that said, I'm going to say they win 53 exactly under, but not because they fallen off. I think they're going to still win more games, but I got them going under.
yeah.
Next is my fucking team, the Houston Rockets, 55 and a half projected wins. What say you? You know what? No, I should go first. It's my
Yeah, yeah,
turn,
go ahead. Yeah, yeah,
right?
go ahead.
Smash the over. This is a 60 win team. This is a 60-win team. Last year, before the season started, I said they was going to win 50 games. I almost said 55. I almost said it. But I said, no, I'm going to stay with 50. I'm going to be modest. This year, 60 wins. Kevin Durant, add addition by subtraction, getting rid of Jalen Green. Alperen Sengun, Amen Thompson. I know I didn't use that addition by subtraction line, right? That was my fault. Amen Thompson, the year 3 jump. I think this guy is going to be a superstar. I think this guy is going to make all NBA second or first team. Y'all heard it here first. This is not me being a fan. This is me simply watching basketball, watching player progression, and making an educated prediction. Fred VanVleet's coming back. We expect more from Reed Shepard. We brought back the boy Clint Capella. Tari Eason making another step. Jabari Smith Jr., Dorian Finney-Smith, Josh Okogie as our 9th or 10th man in the rotation. We still got Jae'Sean Tate. This team is going to win over 55. They're going to win 60, 61, 62, somewhere around that range. And listen, I'm going to go further than that, even though I know this is only projected win totals. They're winning the fucking championship next year. It's bucket. But what say you, man? Over under 55 and a half wins.
Man, you know what? I'm gonna go over too. Let me tell you something. Amen Thompson and Durant, them two, is a fucking problem. Durant's gonna get buckets, and Thompson's gonna lock up the best fucking player. Jabari Smith is gonna lock up the best. Like they are going to be great defensively. Durant's old, yes. Can he defend? I think he can just because his wingspan, bro. Just his wingspan. I don't care how skinny he is.
Yep.
He's going to cause problems at the rim. Sengun, he's a dog. Steven Adams, I love Steven Adams. I think he's their grit right there. He's that grit, man. Him and Thompson, bro. So yeah, I'm with you. VanVleet, I like him too. I think last year he had his ups and downs, but I think this year he's going to be steady. I think this year he's going to be steady, and he's gonna perform better.
Never knowing what Jalen Green you were going to get in that game, like just being for Fred to just go to being a point guard, catching and shooting, not having to go out there and score 18 to 30 points. Like, yes, you're right.
It's crazy, bro. They won 52 games, but their offense is more fluid right now. You look at that; it's gonna be more fluid. It's gonna be more fluid, and a lot more people are gonna get easier touches and buckets off Durant.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, right. Smash the over. I'm with you.
Last team on the docket, and we out of here, man. 62 and a half projected wins for the reigning champions, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Are you going over or are you going under that number?
Ooh, man. I'm gonna just go under. I think it's hard to especially as a young team to accomplish that feat and win the chip so young. It's like, there were teams that were more hungry than them last year. I believe that there were teams more hungry for that chip than them, but they were just that damn good. And I think that they're going to have a letdown year this year. I'm going to go under. I think they're going to have a letdown year after winning the chip. I really do.
I think they're going to go over. I think they're going to be right with the Houston Rockets, 63, 64 wins around that area. They might drop off. I mean, they won 68 games last year, so they might, it's going to be a drop off from 68. That's damn near 70 wins. Yeah, but yeah. I think that they're going to go still over. I like this roster, man. Jalen Williams, Shea, Chet, Alex, Isaiah, we know the roster, but they don't scare me. They don't scare me. Right. They don't put any fear in me at all. I think that this team is very beatable. I think Indiana showed that they were very beatable. And I think that, but there is a part of me that thinks that this is kind of a Golden State type of thing in 2015, 2016, when Golden State won a championship. A lot of people doubted them, blah, 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 blah. They come back, they win 73 games, and 73 and 9. And everybody was talking shit about them, and they came back stronger, they came back harder because they had they had the mentality shift. Like, you won a championship. The hard part is over. You know what I'm saying? So a part of me thinks that OKC can do that, but then I'm like, a part of me also looks at the landscape of the league and like, no, Golden State was way ahead of their time. Whereas OKC, the NBA is not you're not that far ahead of the NBA, in my opinion. I don't think Shea is that far ahead of anybody. I don't think Jalen is that far ahead of anybody. I don't think Chet, you know what I'm saying? I don't think
Yeah,
schematically, the way that they're built, I don't think that they are that far ahead of the rest of the league.
I agree.
Yeah.
I honestly, if he didn't get injured in the finals, I I believe the Pacers would have pushed to 7, and I believe they could have won.
Well, they did push them to 7, but they could have won.
They could have won. Yeah,
Yeah.
they. I just with that injury really fucked it up, man. That
Yeah.
we were robbed
Yeah.
of a historic. Like, so everybody would have watched that game, man. It
Yeah.
would have been historic. And it's a shame it went down like that. And it went to 7, and the Pacers weren't all that. They were just super confident. They weren't all that. So I think they're beatable. I'm with you, man. I think they're beatable.
Yeah. Yeah. A few things that you say I disagree with a little bit. I don't. I'm not gonna say the Pacers were all that. I think that they were perfectly built to beat OKC. I think OKC is designed to be the team where they can load up and lock down one guy. But when you got 3, 4, 5 different guys that can all do different things, it makes it tough for any NBA team to defend you. And I think
Yeah,
that one of the reasons why OKC was able to just demolish Minnesota was because they had really kind of one guy that you had to worry about, Anthony Edwards. Julius Randle's
offensively, yeah,
okay. Offensively, yeah, Julius Randle is good, but you don't have to worry about him crippling you.
yeah,
Whereas with the Indiana Pacers, Siaka can go off, Halliburton can go off, Nembhard can go off, Mathurin can go off. Like, it's so many different guys that could go off that you have to account for. Whereas with the Timberwolves, I'm not worried about Gobert. I'm not worried about
yeah,
Conley. I'm not worried
exactly.
about Jaden McDaniels. I'm not worried about them at all. So that's why I thought that they were going to be a better matchup and stuff like that. But man,
Yeah,
episode 41 in the books of the No Narratives podcast. Thank you, Castro, for giving me your time. Hey, I'm gonna have you on more, man, and
for sure,
let people know, I guess, where they can find you on the socials, man.
man. I got it's easy, man. Castrovelli, CASTROVELLI on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Marco Castro. I'm in BST. Some of y'all watching probably know that I got some hot takes. So, yeah, give me a follow, man. I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate the time, bro.